Yo, what's going on?
How are you doing?
Cool. Welcome to the platform, Rap Wars, Spoken
Thank you.
Wars. Introduce yourself and let the audience know where you're coming from.
I'm White Boy Swag, and I'm coming from Riverside, which you know is for the IE. Yeah.
All right. How'd you get the name White Boy Swag?
Well, when I was younger, I was in a rap group, and the owner of the studio would always give me rap names and stuff, and I was like, one day I was like, man, I want to come up with my own rap name, so I decided to put White Boy Swag, because I look white. I have my own unique swag, so I was like, okay, white boy swag.
Hey, that's what's up. What age were you when you came up with that?
I was 19 when I came up with that name. Like when I turned 19 is when I decided to come up with that name. Um, well, I had a neighbor, and he met these guys that used to rap, and um, he ended up telling me, hey, like, let's go be with these guys and rap. So I end up giving in, and I was like, all right, cool, because I originally started from drums, doing drumming. So when I transitioned to hip hop, like I was just doing it for fun at first, but I noticed I started getting good at it. So yeah, I just been doing it ever since.
All right. Okay, so you're pretty diverse with like instruments and all that too. Like
Yeah,
you learned how to play
it started
drums and all that.
with drums, and then once I got into rap, a good friend of mine was living with me for a little bit, and he got FL Studios, which short term is called Fruity Loops, and he made beats and he wrote my first rap song. So after that, I was like, "Hey, buddy, I want to write my own song this time." So I tried writing a whole rap song, and it was history from there. I just kept on pursuing it and kept on going.
Hey, that's what's up. And when you were writing your song, like when you first started writing, was it like hard at first, or did it come to you like that?
Yeah. At first, when I first started rapping, with the guys that I met named Nick and David. They used to take the camera out, and yeah, like it was hard because I didn't know what I was doing, but at the time I thought I was cool, like acting like I was some rapper, and but yeah, it took me a lot of practice, because people think, oh well, you came from drums, you coming from a drummer, rap was easy for you. And I'm like, no, it wasn't easy for me, you know, it was very hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all these obstacles and all that you had to like
Yeah.
overcome. Oh, okay. And like when did you start like building your image and like showing it to like the audience and all?
So I met this older guy named Crazy Guy with the Lazy Eye at the time, and he was an older dude trying to get in the hip hop game. So he had a radio station, and I was on his team for a little bit. So I did my first show, and that's when I got a taste of it, opening up at a bar, and I was like, man, I love this. Like, heck yeah, So after I got a taste of what it feels like to rap in front of a little crowd, that's when I started noticing like this is what I want to do. So I started an Instagram account, YouTube account, and I just started promoting myself. And before YouTube, I would be on the streets, right? So I'll take my songs, burn them on blank CDs, and be at Walmart, Stater Brothers, and I would just make money to go to the hookah bar. I never thought of, oh, well, let me use this money to put back in my music. I would use the money to go to hookah bars and do things like that. But I started noticing, wow, people are buying my music on the streets. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I could make a career out of it.
Yeah. You were doing it like the whole old-fashioned way, like how 50
Yeah,
Cent would do it, like just straight out the
yeah,
trunk, sell it to like the
yeah.
consumers that way.
Because, like, I didn't know about Spotify and how to put your music on iTunes and all that at the time. I didn't know anything. I would just go to Big Lots and buy like a 50 pack of blank CDs, and I'll burn one by one, and I'll buy the sleeves for them. Hey, anybody want to buy my CDs? Anybody, and I'll just be walking around different parking lots, and yeah, how much? And then I even went down to Venice Beach that far to, because I see a lot of people do acts there, and I'm like, okay, let me go out there, because, as a
Keep
kid,
doing it now.
I lived out there, and then I moved out here when I was 7. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go back to Venice Beach and see what I can do out there and see if anybody will buy my CD. I wasn't like, oh, people are gonna buy it. I was just like, let me go try it.
Yeah. So were just like on the road, like you were eager to like do anything to like get your music out there at the time.
Anything, anything I could do.
What age was this?
Um, I was probably 20, 21 maybe is when
Okay.
I would be out at in Paris and going to different parking lots. So yeah, I was probably about 20, 21. You know, maybe late 19, but I would say about 20, 21.
All right. Hey, and how old are you right now?
Right now, I'm getting up there. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in 3 more months. No, 2 more months.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. When did you drop your first project?
So I always would drop songs on YouTube and just keep on dropping songs. And because as a rapper, one thing I never got good at is, oh, my album's coming out this date or my mixtape this date. I wasn't really good at that. So maybe about a year ago, year and a half, I released my first ever album, and it's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and it's called Music for the Streets. And I went through CD Baby, paid the $10, and they distribute it, everywhere. So yeah, that's my first album that I released all by myself. But
Oh,
but ever since I've been doing rap, I always release music on YouTube, and then I try SoundCloud and things like that.
Flame. That's fire. And what point did you start getting noticed? Like people started noticing you as like a rapper.
Um, People started noticing more when I met my friend Hypnotic. Um, I ended up meeting him at a Battle of the Barber show, and that's the first time I met him. And I was like, "Hey, man, I enjoyed your set. I got an album I'm working on, and I have a song called For My People. A lot of people don't know, but I'm half Mexican. I don't look like it, but I am." So he goes, "Oh, I know how to sing in Spanish," and I just took his word for it because I only heard him rap. He sent me back to
Yeah.
track, because I asked him, "What's your quote?" And he goes, "I charge this much." I said, "Okay, cool." So I cashed out them the money. He goes, "Hey, I emailed my part back," and when I heard it, I was like, "Wow, he killed it." So when I started buying concert tickets to his shows, I started building a relationship with him because he does it on his own, and I seen how much he hustles and how bigger he got. So one day I sent him a voice message on Instagram privately, and I was like, "Hey man, I don't want to be a bug, but can I be a part of the team?" And he goes, "Swag, you are already part of the team." So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then as time went on, I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I tattoo G Rooted on me?" Because he represents G Rooted Records. He goes, "Yeah, man, go for it." So I end up video chatting and flipping the camera, and I end up getting it done. You
Oh,
know, and he was like, "Oh shoot, you did it, swag." I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like, you know, you're 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 the one that introduces me to bigger people. Of course, I'm gonna be um and show you my grateful. Now, did I have to get this tattooed on me? Was I forced? No, I did it on my own will to show my appreciation because not only he introduced me to the bigger people, he put me in one of his music videos that he didn't have to do.
hey, that's right. It's always a dope to have someone like looking out, trying to get you like plugged in with everyone and all. And when you did get that tat of his label, did he like when he noticed it and all, did he put you on even more or
Yeah,
more recognition, gave you more recognition and all?
well, he was very grateful. And like as far as recognitions, like what I would say recognitions for me, how I look at it for myself is when he goes live sometimes, he'll tell his viewers, "Go follow my boy White Boy Swag. He he's dope at rap music and everything like that." So when he does little things like that, one, I don't expect it, but when he does it, it makes me feel good. Cause like there's times where he wants me to be his personal driver. Like he'll come, like, "Hey, I need you to drive my car, Swag, so I could be on my phone networking." And like I remember one time he was performing on this TV show in downtown LA in Tokyo Town. And I was this his driver, and he goes, "Come on, come inside the building with me." And they put me on the TV show, but I was in the background. And then being there, I met a guy who owns a jean factory, and he goes, and we started talking. He goes, "Hey man, I like your style, man. I want to customize you a jean jacket and a pair of jeans, anything you want." So I give Hypnotic that credit because if it wasn't for him, I would have never met these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
I
he
take
ended
things very, very I take my blessings like all the way, you know?
most deaf. Okay. He put you on with like networking and just plugging you in with other like people and shit, other outlets. That's what's up.
I I learned on my own. So there was a guy that I used to go to the studio with, and we're still good friends, but he just got lazy. So I started learning how to make my own beats. And then recently I started learning how to do cartoon characters of people. And I did I have a new album coming out that's in the works called Elote Man. And I did the cover and the back cover for that. And yeah, I just do it all on my own. I had to learn on my own. I just seen what other rappers were doing, and I just studied it and just took it and just ran with it.
Hey, that's 100 right there. Where'd you grow up like most of your life?
So I was born in San Pedro. Then I lived in Venice for until I was 7. Once our house was built out here in Paris, I've been living in Paris and out here in the Inland Empire. I've been living out here for since I was 7. So I'm 39 now. So I would say if I had to choose, like I say I'm from Venice, but you know, realistically, I've been living out in the Inland Empire. So but I
You're
is where
okay. IE,
yeah.
Okay. And have you like do you have any influences, like big influences from the IE? Maybe people that you look up to from there?
Yeah, like actually I do like I want to give a shout out to my boy Opina. He's doing his thing right now, and shout out to my boy Hypnotic. Seeing him do a music video and a track with MC Magic and stuff like that, it's like wow. So I look up to those people. I also like Doughboy 909, which is out here in the Inland Empire. MC Life, you know, you don't have to be rich and famous for me to like your music. You know what I mean? So yeah, like those are the people that I look up to, like in the rap industry.
Hey, hey, that's a lot right there. Is there like any do you feel like the IE is popping right now with its music? That's the whole scene.
Yes, I do. I and I I feel like the empire is underrated with rap music. You know, I feel like it's underrated, and I say that because like okay, so another rapper that I forgot to mention that I like listening to, and I'm kind of influenced of is Doggy Style. You know, like seeing him coming from San Bernardino and getting big as a rapper by himself. You know, and doing tracks with Snoop Dogg. It's like, wow, if this guy, like just like Doughboy 909 is from San Bernardino, if these people could get famous on their own, so can I. So like
Yeah,
they give me the courage to be like, okay, if they can make it from being from the IE, so can I. Because I tell people, they're like, oh, how do you make it? You have to invest in yourself. You have to take your money and invest in yourself. That's how you get bigger. Yeah, like you could do a song and it'll go viral, but that's rare. Yeah, like you can go get signed to a big record label. Like that's fine, do that. But my thing is my goal is to make it independently by myself. I want to be able to throw a song on YouTube one day. Boom! Your song got 1 million views. Oh shoot. Heck yeah. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hey, yeah, most def. Like, do it on your own. Like, just have not needing like the backup and all that.
No, because
No, I feel that.
they take your money, they take your rights. When my dad was alive, he used to always tell me, "Oh, somebody needs to discover you." I'm like, "That's cool that you feel that way, Dad." But in my eyes, I want to do it like Tech Nine did. Tech Nine has his own label. You know what I mean? I want to do how, like my friend Hypnotic. I'm always seeing him networking, doing big shows. I could do it too, but it costs money. So for instance, let's say I don't sell my pre-sale tickets at all. That money comes out of my pocket. Oh, sorry, promoter, I don't have the money. You know what I mean? So I like I my motto is think smarter, not harder.
Hey, that's right. Do you have your own record label like in like store right now or ready to go?
No, so I'm in the process of Elote Man, and I'll give you the back story about that. So I made this beat for my other friend who's a rapper. And he goes, "Hey, you should take this beat and do a song about the Elote Man." I'm like, "You're right, man. I'm down, right?" So I did the song, and I was like, because I wrote the song, because it's not recorded yet, but I wrote the song. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, what could I name my album? So I'm brainstorming, like, Elote Man. So I made a logo of a Elote guy pushing the Elote cart as the front of my cover, and I named it Elote Man. So then I started writing more songs. So I'm into bigger girls. So I have Elote Man. Then I have The Higher the Socks featuring my boy Hypnotic. And then I got like Big Bitches, um, Chasing These, um, Chulo. I tell my friend Hypnotic these names, or when I show strangers the back of my album cover of the song list, they're like, "Oh, like those are dope names, like Fat Bitches Only. Like, what made you come up with that?" I'm like, "I like bigger girls, so I back to the bigger girls, but I do it in a
Yeah. Yeah. You like keep it true and shit.
yeah,
Okay, and you could tell that you put like your Mexican side, like your Mexican heritage in like this album and shit. The Lote man.
yeah." I also have a song called La Raza on there too, featuring my boy Young Rascat, and it's like, yeah, like most of the songs talk about big girls, but when I did that Elite song, I don't know. I just like, because I watch a lot of news feeds on Instagram. I don't watch the news on TV, but I'm scoring. Oh, this fruit guy got beat up. This elote guy got robbed. This flower
Oh,
robbed. So I'm very big on my Mexican side because my last name is French, which is Levesque, but that's my dad's side. But I support my Mexican side more. I support my raza in my head. I support everybody that is trying to make better living. Like these
yeah,
people, they're just trying to make honest money. That's it. Leave them alone. You know, it is
yeah,
what it is. What
yeah, yeah. Most deaf. How was it performing at your first show? Like just going on the
man,
stage and like performing in front of a
it,
crowd.
it was great, but it was also sad at the same time because my dad passed away, so my dad couldn't be there to watch me rap because he seen me play drums. But
R.I.P.
it was very sad, but happy at the same time because I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be on stage. And when they called my name, I was like, oh shoot, there's no turning back now. But no, like at
You
the
gotta
end,
do it.
yeah, like at the end of it, I had really fun, and I was like, I want to do this again. I want to do this again. And even to this day, one thing is I tell everybody, I don't like going first. I always try to go second, or you know, I'm like, please don't choose me first. But if I have to, I have to. But I enjoyed it, man. It was very fun, very so. But
And what song is like? I was gonna say, what song is like just the most requested, like from the people?
uh, well, right now people like a song I did with Lazy Bone, and I like that song a lot, so they asked me to send them the link to that song.
Hey, yeah, that's what's up. How was your schooling? Like, just were you good in school? Did you end up like following through, finishing, going to
Um,
college?
I was good in school and I graduated, but I also like keeping it real. I also got bullied a lot, and I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let that get to me. So yeah, like I finished, got my diploma, which I'm grateful for. But yeah, I did pretty good in school. I did pretty good. I would say for myself, I would say that I actually did pretty good, and I'm pretty sure my parents were proud. Like, hey, at least Gary graduated high school. He wasn't a dropout. I never got into drugs like that, or I never got expelled like that. I think maybe one time I went to OCD room, but it was because I was late one time. But other than that, I was a pretty good kid.
Hmm. All
Yeah.
of that.
Well, yeah, cause like I seen too many people slack in school, so that motivated me to not want to be a slacker, and it motivated me to want to get my diploma. Cause when I graduated, right, there was a lot of kids that didn't make it, and I'm like, man. So once the principal told me you have all your credits, you made it. I was like, let's go. I went home, told my mom and dad, I made it, I made it, I made it. Because like I said, I seen a lot of kids, even in my class, we didn't make it. You know,
Yeah, just didn't end up graduating, and then
no,
it never happens and all that. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, it's cool that you end up following through and like, did you end up going to college or?
mm, that's a good question. So I enrolled for college, and I went, and there was a time where like I stood in the parking lot because college was really hard. But yes, I tried, and my mom, but I tried, and like now I'm really I'm not, but I even do paintings now. I enjoy drawing and painting and doing art like that too. And I
Yeah.
just
So,
I'm really good at it. Like oh, you can make like a rap beats. I could turn people into cartoon characters, do flyers for weddings, businesses, album covers, you name it. I can do it. No.
yeah. So what is your first passion? Would you say it's art or is it music?
So my first passion, I would say, is music. I love music. Like I, couple of years now, I have a record player, and I love records. I love going to this record store I go to in Corona, and I can sit there for hours and dig through crates and shout our our RIP to my dad. Shout out to him. I One thing I can say about him is he had great taste in music. So when he after a couple of years that he's been passed away, I started like noticing, wait, my dad listened to rap. Like even though my dad didn't like rap like that, but he had Tupac greatest hits. He had the Dr. Dre Crown of 2001 CD. He had Rehab, which is a rap group. He had Arrested Development,
Classic.
House of Pain, you know, um, know, LL Cool J, Prince, Led Zeppelin, everything he played. So growing up, I'm like, man, I want to buy records and just zone out. And it's funny because my niece, we're like totally super close, because I help my mom take care of her, right? So my niece always tells me, Mom, Gary's listening to his own man music again, because she don't see the art of it. You know,
Yeah.
she she'll take like okay, LL Cool J for instance, right? Run DMC, right? She'll take that and think it's old music, or like I don't know, Prince and Michael Jackson, even iconic people, right? Oh, you're listening to your old man music again? I'm like, no, this is great music. Like, listen, this is great. Of course, I listen to the rap she listens to because she likes that I listen to the rap, like King Von, things like that. She likes that I listen to J.O.P. and Grupo Freeman because I like Mexican music as well too. But it's like, of course she likes that I like that. But her being so young, she doesn't know like, oh, Prince is a legend, or LL Cool J is a legend, or Reverend Run from Run DMC, he's a legend. She don't know that. She just looks at that and like, oh, that you're playing old man music again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all like before her time. So all
Yeah.
she probably knows about is like Lil Tecca or like Lil Uzi or someone
hmm
like that.
And it's crazy that you say that because like, funny, right? Because my mom, she don't like rap, but she does support me. But it's so funny because hey, my mom will go in my room sometimes. Oh, you're playing metal music? I'm like, I love it. Like my favorite artist is Chalino Sanchez. Like that's my favorite artist. He is so much of my favorite artist. I did a painting of him, because I love his music. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I don't listen to Lil Tecca, I don't listen to King Von, I don't listen to YG and stuff. Yeah, man, I listen to everything. Everything. You name it, I'm an all around music guy. You know, I don't
Yeah.
I don't just keep myself in one box.
Mm. All right. Hey, that's hard right there.
Yes.
Um, how do you come up with a song like step by step? Like, do you write your music down or do you just punch in, go in the studio and just punch in
Yeah, so
when
let
you
me tell
do?
you what I do, and it's funny. So whatever beat that I make, once I start writing, that's what the song comes out to be. It could be a song about um, like for I could do like a prototype. It could be like you could see me, I'm swagged out. Yeah, these rappers, they don't know what I'm about. I'm too busy on Instagram getting clout. See me driving in my whip. I don't care if these rappers want a trip. So it depends what I start writing because I write in my phone because I have my notepad because I have an iPhone. So, whatever I start writing, that's what the song's gonna be. I That's just how my writing process is. I don't sit there. I mean, like, yeah, like sometimes and once in a blue moon, I'll be like, okay, I want to do a turn up song, or okay, I'm gonna rap about this, because my music is more turned up. I'm not really into doing lovey dovey songs like "Baby, I love you, I miss you," like I'm not really into that. I
Yeah.
mean, like when it comes to a relationship, yeah, like I'm very romantic, but when it comes to my rap music, I'm not romantic in the rap scene at all.
You like to keep it like one style.
Yeah, because I look at it like, okay, who wants to hear me rap love songs on stage? People that are drinking beers and turning up, they want to hear turn up rap, like, So I love doing turn up music, you know. I love it.
What made you want to get like that whole Peso Pluma look like you got
Oh,
going?
that's crazy you say that because I have a story for that one. So I hit up my boy Hypnotic. I said, hey man, I'm gonna be all choloed out because I bought his merch. It says I got that cholo stilo, so like I was hella choloed out, right? So he brought me on stage, and my homie was the guy that was calling up the rappers. And once I came up, he goes, "Look at Beso Pluma looking like a cholo," because his name's Long Beach Carlos. So
Uh,
I out the event to get fresh air, and some guy goes, "Are you are are you Peso Bluma?" And I just ran with it. I was like, "Hell yeah!" So what made
fuck it.
it is I always have different hairstyles, and this is my longest one I did. Like I colored my hair different colors. I did everything you think of in the book. So this is my longest hairstyle. So I was like, man, I want a mullet. I never had a mullet. Let me try a mullet. So ever since I did it and it got longer, not every time, but there's been a couple of occasions. Hey, you look like Beso Pluma, and I'm like, let's go, like heck yeah. So what made me do it? I don't know. I just wanted to mold it, I guess. I wanted to do something different.
Hmm. Uh, do you feel like you wanna, or do you want to separate yourself from other artists? That's why you change up your looks and all.
Yeah, I like to be different. Like there's times where I wear my plaid punk pants and wear a rocker outfit because I like being different. I don't like copying everybody. I have my own style. Like, I was telling my mom that I bought these. They're called smoke rice jeans, and they're pretty expensive at the mall. But I got them at a thrift store, $7. And I told my mom I want to start taking jeans and buying like swagged out characters like Chucky from the Rugrats. You know, just swagged out characters. Cut them up, cut out the shirts, and sew them on my pants, and have my own
Yeah,
style. I think that would be dope. Like what? Like that's
yeah, that's
crazy.
hard. Yeah.
You know, and talking about my different styles, I was thinking, okay, everybody has merch. What could I do for my first shirt line? I was like, oh, Dortas need love too, because what made me do that is I see this brand King Bully, and they always have these fine model girls holding pit bulls, and they always have these fine model girls in front of lowriders, throwing up West Side. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
cool.
like gangster
Like
stuff.
that's cool. But have you ever seen a bigger girl in front of a lowrider, or have you seen a bigger girl choloed out holding a pit bull? No, you don't see that on shirts nowhere. So I want to change the game, and it's literally have the picture of the big girl right here. It says Dorta's heart with the number two. Dorta's need love too. So when I pitched it to my friend Hypnotic, he was like, "Dude, that's a dope idea. That's a genius idea." And when I other females, they were like, "Hey, that's a dope idea. Like that's super dope." And I was like, "You guys like it?" They go, "Yeah." So I
Uh,
I end up
yeah,
using AI to create bigger girls because I don't have no big girls to model for me. So I'm like, AI, create me a bigger girl wearing a Dodgers crop top jersey, holding a pit bull. So I created these logos that are actually mine. I could print them on shirts because it's unisex. It's for guys and girls. You know? So yeah.
Hey, say that. That's definitely you're out the box with this one and shit for sure. Yeah. Do you have any projects that you're working on or artists you're maybe working with, about to collab with?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my boy Hypnotic to do the second verse on the song for my album Lote Man. It's called The Higher the Socks. And I got that coming. I created that one because TikTok, seen the trend going around, sock check trend. I'm like, okay, well, let me do a song about higher socks. So I did a song called "The Higher the Socks."
Got to stay with the
And
trend.
it goes my the first verse for my part goes I think I say like the higher the socks. What up, my dog? Just like say hi. We ain't fucking with you. Catch me wearing only high socks. Everybody be on my jock. If your socks ain't high, you ain't even looking fly. Yeah, we have our own style. Our style, yeah, it's been around for a while. And then there's a part in my verse where I go, if you wear high socks, everybody put your hands up, tell everybody what's up, what's up. Well, the second time I do it, it's a chant. Tell everybody what's up, you know? Yeah, like, so
Got it
yeah,
booming with that
that,
song, huh?
that I have going on right now is the Higher the Socks featuring my boy Hypnotic.
Do you guys really be doing like soft checks out there? Night?
Well, like, so let's say, like, if I'm on stage, right, and I'm wearing jeans, and let's see how high your socks are, So you just pull up your pants, and if your socks ain't high, then they'll clown you. Like they're like, ha ha, you're wearing ankle socks. So I like wearing
Yeah.
high socks as it is, but I like wearing the picture cartoon socks. Like I have Pringle socks, Cheech and Chong socks, Rick and Morty socks. So all my socks with logos, they're high socks. So if anybody was to try to, oh well, let's see if this guy's wearing high socks, I would pass. Haha, I'm not wearing ankle socks. You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
You kind of get what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're putting down. Most deaf. Okay, and you said you got some collabs on the way. You got
Mm-hmm.
some music on the way. Do you have
Yep.
any? And then the merch you're talking about, is that like something that you're working on?
Yes, I am. Um, yeah, Thor Disney Love too. Yeah, it's in the works right now, and I'm just excited to release something different. I'm tired of everybody copying each other, and that's cool, but I just want to come out different. I
Yeah,
wanted
it's true.
that hey, that's different. Just like when I released Elote, Man, what I want to do differently instead of paying somebody online to print them and ship them, I was thinking of going to Walmart, printing the front cover as a normal photo, printing the back cover as a normal picture, buying the hard cases, and just doing it myself. You know, how many album covers are an actual photo? None.
Huh. Hey, that's hard. That's dope thinking too, right there.
Yeah, and it's cheaper. It's only 15 cents to print a photo. So if I print a bulk of the front and back one, it's not even going to cost me that much. I could get blank CDs dirt cheap from Walmart or Amazon, or I can even go on OfferUp. Hey, somebody's selling a bunch of blank CDs they don't need. Boom, because people will say, "Oh, it's all digital now." Okay, it is. I get it. Everybody streams nowadays on Apple Music and iTunes. I get it, but there's still CD players in cars. People still buy CDs. Yeah, it might not be like it was back in the days, like selling it out of your trunk, but people still buy CDs. Bro, my friend Hypnotic is still selling CDs at shows. I bought a CD from him. everybody still buys CDs. You know?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. There's still like them old cars still running and shit that have like the CD players and shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, most definitely.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Got to get your music out there like somehow. Do you have any plans or like for this year to like maybe promote your music and put it out there?
Yeah, this year I want to finish Elote Man, get that out first, and drop that, and just see how it does. That's what I really want to do is come out, man, and I really want to come out with it. I worked really hard on it. I did the cover, the back cover, all by myself. You know, I did all the song lists all by myself. So I'm excited. And it's funny because the Elote Man name, the colors, is the same colors of the Alberto's coloring on their letters.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, so they gave me the idea to do Elote Man the same colors as the Alberto's logo.
Oh, damn. Hey, that's cool right there. And do you have any inspirational words or advice that you want to give to the youth?
Yes, I'm gonna tell anybody who's watching this that's young, please stay in school, stop vaping and thinking it's cool, stop doing drugs, stop drinking at a young age, young girls, stop spreading your legs open and getting pregnant. Focus on school because my thing is my nieces, my nephews, anybody, kid. My big thing is people finish school because if you don't have a diploma, good luck on working at McDonald's because they're gonna hire the person that has the diploma over you. So good luck.
Hey, yeah, that's true right there.
Know, yeah, I'm 39, and yes, I drink once in a blue moon, you know, but I never got into drugs. I never went to jail, got into the bad route because what what's jail gonna do for me? Gonna make it harder for me to work. And what's jail gonna do for me? People are gonna look down on me, So always try to stay positive. Of course, I'm not perfect. I try to have that positive outlook. Like I take a negative, turn it into a positive. Don't sweat the small stuff. Just like I say, uh, what's my saying? Um, Work smarter, not harder. You know. So yeah,
Hey, yeah, you need to put that on the shirt too. That slogan.
yeah. I had a lot of ideas that I made of logos. That I did one where it was a crack. It 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 was a crack pipe, and it had the no smoking logo, and it said, "Don't do drugs. Stay healthy." Now,
Hey, that's
I
hard.
I I try to do positive things because like if you go through my Instagram, you don't see me smoking or doing things like that. Why? Because what if a little kid is watching my Instagram? Oh, white boy swag is doing this and that. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
always positive. Like I try to show her that positivity is a best thing you can ever be.
trying to keep a clean image and all for the people
Yeah.
that are looking up. Yeah, I feel that. You heard it first from White Boy Swag. It was dope having you on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Y'all tap in for the next one. Go get
Yeah.
your merch too.
I really
Spokenwords.com.
this. It means a lot. Yeah. Thank you again, man. I am so grateful that you interviewed me. It means a lot. Everybody that's tuning in, stay tuned. Elote Man is coming. I don't know when it's dropping, but it is in the works. I have the Higher the Socks will be my single off that album that will be on YouTube. and a little clip on Instagram. So stay tuned for that, featuring my boy Hypnotic. And again, thank you.
Hey, you already know it's all love. Yep. Shout out to everyone. Y'all tap in for the next one. We out of here. Peace out.
All right, peace.